As a child, life is full of possibility and wonder. The lens in which we see the world is full of excitement, curiosity, and most important, imagination. Then we get older. We get jobs in corporate America, and our lives are reduced to a minimum 40-hour work week. Lazy bosses, stressful relationships, and waiting for the weekend, unless corporate America decides to steal that away too at the last minute. And in this particular case, things are no different across the pond in England. So, does Christopher Robin paint a believable portrayal of a man who is lost to his career only to be reminded of what's important in life? Or is he simply a hallucinating madman who talks to stuffed animals? Let's talk about it in this review. The story begins by showing us the relationship between Christopher Robin and Pooh Bear. From there, we see Christopher grow up at school, at work, at war, and finally a husband and father home from war. He is no longer the boy who travels to the 100-acre forest to visit his friends. Instead, we find him as the department head of a luggage manufacturing company that is in desperate need to increase revenue or decrease cost. His wife and daughter leave for holiday for the weekend, and that is where the story begins. Christopher Robin, played by Ewan McGregor, is trying desperately over the weekend to figure out how to reduce his department budget by 20%, while also at the same time trying to avoid his neighbor who's constantly asking him over to play cards. Also at this time, Pooh Bear is trying to find all of his friends in the 100-acre forest, but cannot, and so he sets out to find Christopher. The goal? Working together, maybe they both can find their friends. Much to Christopher's surprise and dismay. The story develops rather quickly at the beginning to set up the story and the characters in this story. And that's not a negative either. Once Pooh Bear walks into the real world, the pacing continues its steady push forward while never at the sacrifice of character development or story. It's here we are treated to an examination of a man who is lost, but doesn't yet realize it. It takes him stepping out of corporate life and back into those moments with family and friends before he realizes and has this epiphany that saves the day in unimaginable ways. It's heartfelt and honest moments that are both well acted and well constructed. His wife Evelyn, played by Hayley Atwell, delivers the role of supportive and loving wife and mother very well. We see her playing the role of supportive and loving wife throughout this story because she has a hope that eventually her husband will come back to her as the man she married who enjoys laughing with her once more. And we can't forget his daughter Madeline, played by Bronte Carmichael, who throughout this film is trying to do and behave in such a way that it pleases her somewhat absent father. Not absent physically from the home, but emotionally absent. And it's not until much later in the film that we as the audience realize that she is unaware of how much love her father actually has for her as his daughter. He's that displaced emotionally. And this review wouldn't be complete if we didn't talk about the incredible voice work done for Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, and friends, because it's their voice performances that really help remind Christopher who he is deep down inside, and it really helps build on the story from beginning to end. Christopher Robin is playing at your local movie theater right now, and I am definitely recommending a big screen viewing of this film. It's a beautiful story about refining yourself and the value of spending time with family, friends, and going on holiday with those you hold dear. It also acknowledges the fact that by giving people time off to enjoy holiday, that helps increase their spending, which in turn helps the economy. I couldn't help but smile. This film has the 3 H's: hard work, holiday with family, and heart. Because of that, Christopher Robin is getting both high fives from this guy. Christopher Robin is playing at your local movie theater right now. Definitely get out to see this with your family.